We undertook an optimized evaluation of our relationship with Sainsbury's because they're our biggest client. We have sizable teams working on both sides, and it's a very strategic relationship. And recently, when we renewed our contract with them for 7 years, we decided to invest in the relationship. And we also knew that some things weren't going as well as they could around communication and roles and responsibilities. Yeah, so we did a questionnaire at the start of the process, which gave us two things. One, a benchmark of where our relationship was at the time, and it also gave us the key themes that we would like to work on. We then devised a program, which is what Oystercatchers did. We had a kickoff where the teams set joint objectives. We had a number of workshops around those key themes. At the end of every workshop, somebody from Sainsbury and somebody from Nectar would get together and document the results, which helped in terms of working together, but also helps continuing the impact of this program. The leadership check-ins were very useful because normally you never get to talk about how the team works together. You always talk about issues, plans, etc. So this was dedicated time set aside to talk about what's going well, what were the findings of the interviews. So it was fact-based, and it creates a platform for talking about how a relationship can be improved. Well, we did a measurement afterwards, so we know the facts tell us that it has worked. But it's very clear in terms of the enjoyment that the team has in the relationship, the way the interaction between the two sides takes place. It's clearly visible that people are more comfortable with each other, they communicate better, and they're getting more enjoyment out of their work. So we measured it in effectively two ways. One was through the pre and post measurement questionnaire, which gives us very clear data points, and also has given us a very clear guide for what we want to address during the process, and that was very positive. And the other measurement is just talking to the team and really asking them where things have changed and what they've learned in the process and whether they're now working together differently, which was definitely the case. So Oystercatchers was responsible for effectively the whole process, from I guess selling in the importance importance of investing in a relationship, to doing the initial questionnaire, and then setting up the workshops. There was an external trainer involved in running those workshops. The leadership check-ins were run by Oystercatchers, and at the end there was a measurement to look at the progress that we made. And afterwards we had a very good discussion around how do we make sure that the impacts last, and that was also value that Oystercatchers brought.